Hi there, Aries. This is a take 3. Take 3 for your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. I do have private readings available if you need one. It's in the description box below. They're recorded readings that start at $20 and go up from there. I'm just trying to really get into this reading, though, because what has been blocking it? For some reason, like, I get maybe 5 minutes in and then I'm not satisfied with something here. So I have iron, and I have tin. They have Mars energy and Jupiter energy and Saturn here. Okay. So you have a major transition here. Maybe this is also a major decision about where you are going and what you are about to transition into. It can be a totally new experience, but it feels like a heavy time or a heavy decision around this. 10 is the card that is associated with Jupiter, which is expansion, but it's expansion that's linked to your ability to be adaptable whenever life throws you something where you cannot go in the same direction. You figure something out, or you seize the opportunity for that ultimately is going to lead you to your expansion. Also, it has a crystalline structure or attributes to the metal itself. And it might be giving us a little hint that it's talking about the light energy entering you, the light codes, things, your light body expanding, crystalline, changing. So you could be feeling these as like intense waves of change. Sensing and feeling the energy. It can be energetically, you can be also manifesting as some type of physical manifestation in your body, as this allows you to purge some of the denser energies because of this light that's infiltrating everything. The Iron card is really asking you to tap into how strong you already are, the strength that you already have. It feels like also there's an increase here in what you are, like in your magnetism, what you are pulling your way, like you're a big magnet to what you're wanting. And what you're wanting, it seems like, is a change. And this is like a complete night and day change. Let's see. So I think something is coming up where you're going to be taking action. I don't know if I mentioned this. This is a timeless reading. So when you find it, it's the right time. It would be indicating that you are in kind of a place where it might feel a little tough, but you're about to be in a new spot completely. So just push on and use your strength at this time as you need it. But you're becoming highly magnetic. I also, when I think of Jupiter and with those colors there on the 10 card, I think of unity consciousness and broad perspective, big picture thinking. Like you are a big picture thinker. You think outside the box naturally. And like you are part of, sorry I keep saying like so much, but you are part of this change, shift, energy shift and change. A big part of it, integral part of it. You're the star. You're the star. Time to shine. You may feel a very strong connection with issues or topics that go way beneath the surface, right? Like connecting with other individuals that may be starseed energy or carry a different type of frequency here. I feel like that's you, but that you're also pulling in or attracting in more people or souls that are like you. And it's like, again with the like, I'm trying to talk to myself when I do that and say, don't do that. But it doesn't always work, so apologies. Okay, the star, a celestial body that shines with its own light. And the word star has been used for a long time to refer to someone who is lucky. It can be that you stand out against all and that you're here for leadership, brilliance, spirituality, and faith. So it is a big energy, and it's like, be thankful for you being so unique, and be thankful for, because they're saying the portal 333 is here. That is a very powerful portal. Thankful for what you're about to create and why you are maybe made a lot different. Somebody that is here to handle these shifts. And the way this is manifesting for you is like fate is finally stepping in, where the stars are aligned and you are this main star. Let me have another card from this deck for Aries, and then we'll get into the Quantum Tarot. That was Krans Wild Unknown Alchemy deck, and this is the Cosmos Oracle. I'm feeling much better with this reading now. When I started with the tarot, there were just so many issues here going on that it was felt more like a personal reading instead, so I wanted to switch that. However, I will pull. It may have just been the particular deck that I was using, so I switched up the decks too. Density. That's what it felt like. the other readings that I was doing, it kind of felt dense and heavy. That's the lead energy here. It's what you're moving through. It's what you're moving through. Okay. Or what you're moving up and out, actually, too, of you. Mm-hmm. So, your body's building blocks, right? Aurora Polaris. There's cellular changes going on here. They're saying, like, if you were to take this telescope energy, which is more so like your third eye, but you would be able to see that there's big changes. There's almost like a cosmic dance here going on. Cellular changes. Crystalline body. The Aurora Polaris is the dance of a cosmic dance, right? The colors in the sky. The thing that geomagnetic storms seem to be activating all over the world. I think Borealis is more associated with Northern Hemisphere, and Aurora Polaris is the general term. So it's a beautiful sight to see, and they're saying if you could see what was happening on a cellular level, you would be seeing a beautiful sight to behold. All of this light. All of this light coming in. And they're letting you know with the parsec that there's a brief pause before you get into flow state here. It's for the purpose of whatever is changing right now in your cell. Maybe even DNA. With your DNA. The matter is it is the pause before the manifestation of something new is what I'm looking at right now. Let's get Quantum. Quantum Tarot out. Parsec, which literally is like the distance between you and what you are wanting to manifest. The message in the guidebook says specifically, though, it is a necessary pause before you start to get into flow state. So tell me about these changes for Aries. Wow. Guys. You guys. This is really good. If you've been feeling the weight of financial constraints and burdens, earthly concerns about what you're doing, this work that's going on with you on a cellular level, but also some sort of work that you are going to produce is going to be like this cosmic dance. There's just so much beauty in some type of work that you are able to do, or you do it in a beautiful way. And it's like this is the divine purpose. The mission is for you to create something beautiful with the 8 of Pentacles, with skills that you really already have right now. It's some sort of mastery level leading to your 9 of Pentacles. It's a very big financial gain, a windfall of money, really for all of your efforts. And I can look at this card as, since it relates to inheritance sometimes, as this light coming in, these codes, this change is upgrading you to your original divine inheritance, your DNA divine blueprint. The way that it was supposed. So that's good. This is good. You have the Hermit energy. These changes are happening in silence. Maybe happening when you're alone. I like this Hermit because he is carrying the lantern that holds the star, but in this one, this Hermit is holding the star. So you are the star. You found it. Finding yourself. It's going to be successful. So this was a lot of research of know thyself. And you're about to experience and know yourself in a different way, where the energy gets rewarded, and Spirit wants to go ahead and say, we're celebrating you, 3 of Cups, and we are upgrading you so that the connection is stronger between you and other people. 3 of the Cups are people that want to see you succeed too. They're happy when you're happy. They could be fans. If anything like social media, or maybe a business that somebody is a fan of. But ultimately, these are loving connections here. Another 3. Empress. Wow. You will be metaphorically birthing something really wonderful into this world. And it will be for all to see. The Empress creates, and her creation benefits all. A lot of people. She's over all of the queens. The ultimate picture here of divine feminine beauty, strength, and resilience, and love, gentleness, abundance. And it's no gender here. I'm saying this could be man or woman, but your creator here. So you are like the rising phoenix. And look what's underneath that too. You're the rising phoenix who's gone through a very intense transformation where you rise from the ashes, a totally new you, completely transformed. This is taking a little while, and they want you to have a little bit more patience with the rest of your transformation because it's underway. it's an extra card, and it's the Rising Phoenix. It's the Temperance with patience, divine timing, and pretty soon, after a short pause, your new form is going to take form. This can mean quite literally like your body. As I say that, I pull out what was on the top because it was about to fall off, and it is the Sun card with a person's body on the sun, and so that's really interesting. It looks like the body that's on the, who drew that? Is it Michelangelo? It was on the physics and anatomy books. It reminds me of that. This is the person who's the pioneer. Brightest star near us, right? Energy. New energy. A new happy experience. And it is a promise to you. After a certain amount of time, when the time is, so the time is almost here. Tell me about the timing. You could be pioneering something, stepping into a really influential position with all of these cards for your transformation. Yeah, influential position. Somebody that stands out above the rest, and then a lot of people pay attention to the Queen of Wands. If there were any court energies here for tarot to be magnetic just by character, it would be the King and Queen of Wands, and maybe the Knight, right? But really magnetic, attracting in whatever you really want and not afraid. There's no fear. There's a lot of confidence, and confidence in your gifts and abilities too, and your ability to manifest what it is that you want, which is out of a dense or heavy situation, a burdensome situation. It's changing it. Another Queen. I just feel like something's going to be so effortless here to you once you just get in alignment with this energy, which is what you're doing right now. It's like Spirit is just doing the rest, you know, on a cellular level. They're helping you. But another Queen, so receiving, and she is all about being focused and determined. This Queen of Swords, it says she knows what must be done and isn't afraid to do it. If there are people that are in the way, not in alignment with your goal, with your goals, or what you are protecting, that you will protect it. You will use that sword if you have to, ending things. Because you simply know what you want. You're motivated. You have a lot of ambition. So it might look like luck to others, and you still are the star. This is about your energy speaking. Page of Pentacle, welcome to the future, it says. Ambitious. You're always up and ready to learn something new, and you're always up for a new adventure in life. And this is that new thing to invest in. It's the wave of the future. The new thing to invest in is going to be when you concentrate here on your satisfaction and happiness in life with the 9 of Cups. Beautiful. Wishes granted, they're saying. Wishes granted for Aries. What else? Big decision coming up soon. Libra energy. Another sun. The sun. What's the decision about? Usually we're talking about being in a place where there's a heavy decision and we've been at a stalemate, or a pause for a while. Could be that this pause is absolutely necessary. There's different reasons of why there would be a pause. Oh, goodness. Cards falling on the floor. Oops. Let's see what the decision is. But in any case, it's been a minute. Wow. What's the decision? It's not a decision of if you are going to fly. It's about how high are you going to go, because you can go as high as you want. You have the airplane. Travel long distance, speed, overcome, rise up, freedom, no boundaries, breaking free and control. Things work out. Listen to your internal guidance systems. It says on that card too, at the vast edge of space, she looked inward. The sea of space. She looked inward. There might be a soulmate energy coming in, or some sort of decision that has to do with who you want to work with, live life with, love. Tandem, bicycle, alliance, synchronized, collaboration, aligned. For a lot of you all, that's what's changing, is the alignment with this certain particular people in your life. Yeah, it's changing. There's things changing. There's relationships changing. New ones coming in. And another thing that might be changing here is, look, I love that. This biker card. Something to do with your freedom, because this says loves freedom and this one says freedom. 5, 6, 7. It's in alignment. Tell me about freedom. Four, 5, 6, 7. It's another card about basically going within, disconnecting from everything and figuring something out that can only be figured out or unlocked when you go within. It's a desire to know. Like, what's been driving you? Questioning what has been driving me. What is unconscious? What is something I need to be aware of? And that is that Hermit energy. This allows you to find more freedom. It's 0 point, so anything can be created from this point. It's like you're going back to the origin with something. Yeah, the density is the headache, I would say, because it's the only card out here that makes me feel, as if there's a root cause or some sort of burden. And it can be that, again, with the energies moving out and purging, you can have unpleasant physical ascension symptoms with it. You could have headaches, you could have stomach aches, you could have rotating energy, areas of pain that come and go in different areas. They usually subside within a few days, but they come sporadically. However, if this is one of those situations where it's been a while that something has been off and you already know the cause, then there's some sort of alignment that had to take place before a big important decision or transition was able to be made. And you would know that. What's the headache, or how do we solve the headache? Needing self-care, it says. Needing self-care. By visualizing and knowing that you're standing on the precipice of some pretty big expansion and a new part of your journey. It's not going to be what you're experiencing right now. So the point is to try not to project, which means try not to over-identify with the heaviness of a situation. focus more on where you're going. Oh, wow. And your alignment is going to bring, wow, beautiful, this Ace of Pentacles, which is a new big financial opportunity offer. It says it came from nowhere and it changed everything, but it didn't necessarily come from nowhere. It came from you believing before you saw it, and it does lead you in a different direction. One Six of Swords that's away from the headache. Yeah. So that could actually mean real travel, movement towards a different direction. It can be the shift in the mindset, which that is going to occur first anyway, before anything like physical happens. So I definitely see the shift in mindset and perspective can be leading you into a different direction, somewhere where there's more balance and freedom for your soul to experience. More freedom. One, angels are fully ready to support you in this endeavor so you can co-create with the universal life you love, which is the Magician number times 3. So Empress energy plus the Magician, I would say, here. And they want to help you create. They want to help you create this opportunity to find you too. 6, your heart is your gift and you're a natural born nurturer. You have a talent for helping and healing others. You are the epitome of self-sacrifice and a protector of those you love. I'm nurturing. And 31, kind of like this Queen of Swords, is somebody who's focused and determined. They know what they want. And they have, with 31, it says you have the skills to manifest and organize everything to bring your manifestation to life. So it says, I am disciplined. And I'm closing this out, but it looks like it is the end of this candle, or nearing the end of it. So I feel like a very hard chapter is nearing its close. Yeah. And it just goes right back to like huge transition. It's going to look like night and day. That's what I have for you, Aries. I'm sending you love and light. Thanks for joining me as always, guys. Bye.